In this video, we will be telling you the 10 ways to save more money on a low income and get rich. Many people just lose their hope of getting rich on receiving a low income. But it's actually possible to save more money even with a low salary. Watch this video till the end, as this video will change your life. Now let's start. 1. Gather free knowledge from library. Using a public library does not cost anything. Modern libraries include computerized cataloging systems that make it easy to locate any book, movie, or other media item you would desire. Getting a library card is simple if you don't already have one. You may enroll at your local library by bringing a power bill or other evidence of residence. You may visit any library and borrow as much material as you like after you get your card. And if you're a book hoarder like me, you can save a ton of money by borrowing instead of purchasing. You don't have to limit yourself to books if reading isn't your thing. Board games, periodicals, and DVDs are all available for checkout. 2. Get your money's worth in entertainment. You have to pay for your amusement sometimes, but sometimes you do need the newest and best. But when you do, think of ways to get the most bang for your buck in terms of entertainment. Antennas for television and video games usually provide the best return on investment, ROI, for leisure spending. For a one-time investment, you may get all of your local channels at no cost for the rest of time, or at least as long as TV antennas remain technologically viable. Depending on how often you watch, you wind up paying microcents per hour for unrestricted access to entertainment. Buying a gaming console or PC plus a game is an impulsive purchase. Press the subscribe button and also the like button to know more amazing financial tips and tricks to get rich. 3. The sunk cost fallacy is not true. When you put in effort, money, and time into anything, the sunk cost fallacy says that you should keep putting more into it so that it pays off. That is to say, you shouldn't keep pouring resources into something just because you've already invested in it. Because we've already invested in something, we tend to stick with it even when we don't really need to or shouldn't. An Amazon Prime membership, for instance, will set you back $14.99 per month or $139 per year. However, just because you pay for Prime doesn't mean you have to buy a ton of stuff from Amazon. Nevertheless, make sure you utilize all of the digital material that Prime offers. 4. Instead of purchasing the items you need for a single task, consider renting them. Spending a lot of money on equipment, costumes, and karaoke machines that you won't use more than once is a waste. Unless you're sitting on a karaoke machine from the 80s, renting the equipment you won't need for your next large home improvement project or posh party is a far more budget-friendly option. When was the most recent occasion that you put a circular saw to use? A belt sander was an item I required for a DIY job at one point. About $284 would have gotten me my own. Rather, I decided to spend $16 at Home Depot to rent that same model, which was in almost flawless condition. 5. Avoid the constant replacement of cheap items by opting for high-quality necessities. It costs a lot to be poor. By that, I mean that it's easy to settle for short-term fixes when money is tight. Take, as an example, a regular pan. You will probably use it more than once unless you eat out all the time, which is something we strongly advise against. For $12, you could get a cheap pan. The cheaper pan will lose its non-stickiness and the handle will break after some usage. Buying a new one will now need your time and money. Alternatively, you may save time, money, and effort in the long term by investing in a $40 pan that costs more initially but lasts longer. Take good care of it, however. When it comes to gadgets, it's best to choose quality above pricing. 6. Pay using cash instead of using a credit card. The credit system predates this tactic. This advice can help you swiftly control your credit card spending if you tend to use it carelessly. Handing up actual currency, such as paper notes or metal coins, triggers a different reaction in your brain than swiftly swiping or touching your card. It has a more genuine sense when you use real money. The loss of those funds hits you more. Practicing paying with cash will teach you to think twice before making a purchase. Another benefit is that it limits withdrawals to the amount in your accounts, so you can't spend more than you have. Weaning yourself off of this activity is something you can do after you've attained greater financial discipline. Having a wad of cash on hand is a pain for everyone. 7. Always make your monthly credit card payment in full. A higher credit score is a possible outcome of responsible usage of credit cards. Credit cards may quickly lead to debt if not used responsibly. Use your credit card in the same way you would a debit card, just spend what you have on hand right now. That way, you may improve your credit score by paying off the card in full every month. If you want to stay out of debt and avoid paying interest, don't use credit cards. 8. Rely on reliable brands when purchasing used cars. Vehicles depreciate more quickly than buildings or companies. Debt for a vehicle, therefore, isn't a good investment the way debt for a house is. The moment a brand new automobile leaves the dealership, its value begins to decline. Additionally, during the first 5 years after purchase, the value of a brand new automobile declines by 15% to 25% annually. Wait for someone else to take the plunge before you contemplate purchasing the newest model. Then, after a few years, you can have the exact same vehicle, gently pre-owned, for much less money. The wear and tear that an automobile has endured from its prior owners, as well as any accidents that may have occurred, are naturally considerations when purchasing a used car. If you choose a dependable brand like Toyota, Subaru, or Honda for your used automobile, you'll significantly lessen that danger. 9. Cancel the unnecessary subscriptions. The first thing you should know is that cable isn't something you require. With satellite TV, you can watch a plethora of shows for next to nothing. You will also not miss interacting with cable providers. As a second step, assess which streaming services you really use. Think about chopping off the majority of them if you have a few. Let me get this one out of the way. Absolutely no one needs every single one of the subscription services like Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, HBO Max, Prime, Peacock, Apple TV+, ESPN+, etc. You have a lot of choices. Deciding on only one is okay. YouTube does not cost anything, so you may use that. 10. Mind your power consumption. Reduce your power used as much as possible. No problem at all. When you leave a room, be sure to switch off the lights. When they're not in use, be sure to unplug your toaster and any other tiny appliances. Eliminate inefficient light bulbs. Mild temperature, 76 or 78 degrees Fahrenheit, should be the setting for your air conditioner. In order to save money, you may need to learn to tolerate suffering. However, you might succeed by making little cuts here and there. That's all for today. Now you know all the ways to save more money on a very low income. These tips will actually help you to save more on a low salary. Press the red subscribe button below if you want to know more amazing tips and tricks to get rich quickly. Actually, Sir Warren Buffett has suggested the tips. All the millionaires like Sir Robert Kiyosaki, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and all others have also said these on their interviewers. They also suggest people to invest their money in stocks, bonds, gold, cryptocurrencies, annuities, real estate or real estate investment trusts, mutual funds, and all other assets to get rich very quickly. The more you earn, the more you should save and invest. You will also have to aim for increasing your income either by asking a raise or working overtime or by picking up side gigs. You may do the job of an Uber driver, babysitter, dog walker, or by being a freelancer. If you found this video informative, then just press the like button. This motivates us to make more amazing financial videos. Add a comment below if you are left with any queries or suggestions. Share this video with all of your friends and family members for them to learn. Thanks for watching this video till here.